And we are back on the franchise for this Week 6 matchup against the Miami Dolphins, and we are coming in fresh off of a devastating and heartbreaking loss against the Dallas Cowboys. There's only been one word this entire week that's been on the minds of the players and the coaching staff and the Giants organization, and that's redemption. This entire week's preparation has been to make sure that what happened last week does not happen here today in Miami Gardens. Now, as we get into the gameplay, the Giants receive it first and hand the ball off to Barkley, and he'll gain maybe one on the play, bringing up second down. Jones then lines up and takes the snap from center, and after a 5-step drop to buy time, delivers a pass to a wide open Paris Campbell for a gain of 17. That's going to move the chains up to the 42-yard line. Jones with the snap now, hands it off to Barkley, looking for running room on the left side, runs right into a wall of defenders, and he'll only gain 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 now. Jones making a check at the line, takes a snap, drops back, looking for an open receiver, and takes a shot deep to Paris Campbell, who's all by himself for an easy touchdown, and Jones is able to hook up with Campbell for a 56-yard strike on the opening drive. The coaching staff has really been talking about getting the rookie wideout from Ohio State more involved because he can absolutely fly, as you guys just saw in that previous play. But now we get to take a look at the Dolphins in their first drive here as Drake gets stacked up behind a wall of bodies but still manages to pick up 4 on the play, bringing up 1st and 10. Tannehill hands it to Drake out of the pistol, bounces off of a tackler and gets brought down for a 2-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 12. Drake once again gets another carry and gets a similar result, and now the Dolphins are faced with a 3rd and long. Tannehill out of the gun rifles it into a tight window that's completed to Amendola, and that'll move the Dolphins into Giants territory. Facing a 1st and 10 from the 43, Drake gets the carry, trying to find running room up the middle, but he'll be tackled by Devin White after a 2-yard pickup. Bringing up 2nd and 8 now. Tannehill takes a snap from the gun, hands it to Drake, and this time he finds enough running room to pick up the 1st down. Miami then takes the field in a single back set with 2 wide. Tannehill takes the snap and goes with the play action, but Ogletree gets home for the sack. Alec Ogletree was not fooled one bit by the play action fake by Tannehill. He stayed home the entire way and ultimately was able to bring him down for the sack. That was a nice play, because it leads to knocking Miami back to a 3rd and 18 here as Tannehill takes the snap out of the gun. The Giants drop 8 in coverage and Tannehill still finds an open receiver. Fortunately, the catch wasn't made beyond the sticks and the Dolphins are forced to settle for 3, but for a moment there, it looked like the Dolphins were definitely trying to figure things out on offense. Now we pick up our next drive here at the Dolphins 40. Jones finds Campbell for another completion on the day, and that'll set us up just outside the red zone, but Campbell has definitely been busy early in this one. The play on 1st and 10 is going to be a handoff to Barkley off the left side for a short gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7. 7-step drop now. Jones dumps it off to Ingram underneath on the drag route, and that'll bring up a 3rd and short situation for the Giants. We then come out and hand the ball off to Barkley right down the middle, and he's able to pick up the 1st down pretty easily, and now the offense is officially threatening to score here from the 17. Jones then takes a snap from center, going back to the passing attack and completely overthrows a wide open Evan Ingram near the sideline, and that's one that Jones is going to want back. But now we got a 2nd and 10 now from the 17. Jones unloads it and tries to hit Beckham on the deep comeback route, but sails it. So after 2 misfires, we're facing a 3rd and long now. Jones out of the gun, looking for Beckham in the end zone once again. The 3 inaccurate passes by Daniel Jones completely derailed that drive, and unfortunately, we have to settle for 3. So the defense takes the field once again, looking to stop this Miami offense, and Landon Collins laying the boom right there on Kenyon Drake. If we can get Collins playing downhill, shooting the gap like that, it's going to be a long day for just about any running back in the NFL. That was a nice play. So this Miami offense is now faced with a 3rd and 1. Tannehill going with the play fake, and this time it's Devin White that gets to him for the sack. Taking another look at it, Kenyon Drake completely whiffs on the blitz pickup, and that allows White to get a full head of steam and deliver a shot on Tannehill. But both middle linebackers here today have done a really nice job at blitzing the quarterback. Now, after forcing the 3 and out, Jones fires a laser that's completed to Shepard, and he breaks a couple of tackles and ends up picking up a nice gain, setting us up at the 29. We then come out on 1st and 10 and hand it to Barkley up the middle, and he's going to bully his way ahead for a gain of 9. That's going to bring us up to the 19-yard line now. Barkley then takes the handoff from Jones and gets just enough yardage to pick up the 1st, but once again the drive stalls and we're forced to settle for yet another field goal. So while we do increase our lead to 13-3, if not for our offensive miscues in the red zone, it could have very very easily been 21-3. And in a game like this where the Dolphins seem to be finding some sort of rhythm here on offense, with Tannehill dropping back, finding an open receiver right there across the middle, it can only make you wonder if we're going to be in store for another wild finish like we were in Dallas. But getting back to the Dolphins drive here on 2nd and 9, Tannehill with all day in the pocket finds a wide open Amendola near the end zone, and that's going to set up a 1st and goal from the 3. So Tannehill looking to go back to the passing attack, finds nobody open and completely throws that one away. That brings up 2nd and goal now. The Dolphins then come out in the gun with trips right. Tannehill takes the snap and he gets sacked on the play. And if I'm not mistaken, that was Damon Harrison's 1st sack of the season, and the coach seems to be pretty happy with that play. Hopefully we get to see more plays like that by Harrison as the season goes on. But as we get back to the drive here, Tannehill makes a check at the line. He takes the snap, we dial up the blitz, and down goes Tannehill. The ball pops free, and Landon Collins is right there to recover it. Alec Ogletree is playing like a man on a mission, and this play was huge because the Dolphins were threatening to punch it in for 7, but Ogletree got there, knocked the ball loose, and a heads-up play by Collins too, being able to see the forced fumble and dive on it for the recovery. That gives the ball back to the offense with 30 seconds left in the half. Jones, out of a clean pocket, delivers a beautiful pass downfield that's completed to Campbell, and that's going to move the chains up to the 42. Then a couple plays later on 3rd and 10, Jones connects with Beckham deep downfield on a post route. Then we immediately call a timeout to give the field goal unit a chance, and the kick is up and good just about as time expires in the 2nd half. But you got to give props to the rookie Daniel Jones there, because that was a pretty flawless 2-minute drill to put points on the board. Now, moving into our first drive of the 2nd half, up 16-3, Jones looking to set up the screen is going to be sacked. Miami did a nice job at taking the running back away, leaving Jones nowhere to go with it, and that's going to knock us back to a 2nd and 22. Jones then comes out in the gun, takes a snap, looking to make a big play downfield, but instead is going to be sacked. The Dolphins are able to get to Jones on consecutive plays, and that'll knock us back to a 3rd and forever. Then Jones, out of a clean pocket, threads the needle to Odell Beckham, and somehow he's able to come down with it. I have no idea how he made that grab right there, but it eventually leads to this here on 2nd and 10. Jones hits White on the comeback route, and that might be Kevin White's 1st grab of the entire season, you guys. With the emergence of Paris Campbell in the passing game, there really hasn't been a need for White's services, so he's just been sitting on the bench waiting for his number to be called. But back to the gameplay here on 2nd and 9, Jones throws a pretty dangerous pass that fortunately was just batted down, and that leads to this. On 3rd and 9, Jones throws a dart that's caught by Odell Beckham for the touchdown, and that was the exact same play that he overthrew a couple of drives ago, but this time around they were able to make the connection. We then leave our offense on the field to go for 2, and Jones is able to find Beckham for the 2-point conversion, and now we got a pretty commanding 24-3 lead here as the 3rd quarter winds down. So our defense takes the field once again as the Dolphins start the next drive, and Tannehill did his best to throw an interception right there, but my DB didn't pick it off. But that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 situation now. Tannehill throws a completion to Amendola. He breaks out of 3 tackles, and he is racing toward the pylon and will not be caught. The broken tackle shenanigans from last game have somehow trickled into this one, but you guys know what? It's a little bit too late for all that. We end up getting out of here with a W after all. The final in this one is 27-10, and all I can say about this after the way that week 5 went down is that I'm finally happy to get back in the win column, because that was just a crazy way to end the game. But anyways, folks, that's pretty much all the time I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.